I think I'm here, and I think I had a whole seamless, non-issue thing. Yay! Yay! Okay, so happy Saturday uh, to those who are here and to those who will be here in the future, watching a replay or whatever. So, let's see. Today, I am working on a pattern, a little pattern thing. Um, I called it a pattern toot string, like a tutorial string, but it's not really a pattern tutorial string. Well, I mean, I guess it could be a pattern tutorial string if people wander in and they're like, oh, you know, Bliss, how are you doing this? Or whatever. So I'm actually going to satisfy two things with one stone. Uh, because killing two birds with one stone sounds so violent unless you're hungry. If you're hungry and you eat bird, then you know, I guess it's just a matter of survival. But anyway, um, so Sean Kozel, I wonder can I shout him out? Let's see, even though he's not here. Out Sean, oops, Kozel. Yay! Okay, it worked. So he is doing a create waves, and it's a giveaway. So you design something that has an ocean theme, and the giveaway is 12 months, a 12-month subscription of Adobe Creative Cloud, which is fantastic. And let me also include his Discord. Let's see, Discord. I should have been better prepared, correct? I'll have to update the something. I have to update something. Um, let's see. Let me share his Discord server, invite people, or send a server invitation. Let's see. I need never expires. Generate the new link, copy. Oh, I feel so tech savvy. So tech savvy. Okay. So this is Sean's Discord. Oops. To post, share, uh create waves challenge work art graphic control. Wait. Okay, so this is his Discord. I'm putting it in the chat. Um, and this is the permanent link, a permanent link. So if anyone's viewing this in the future and if there's a problem, reach out to Sean on he's on Instagram, he's on Twitch, of course, YouTube as well. So but at any rate, he's doing this challenge where you win uh, you can possibly win 12-month uh, subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud, and I mean, you get Photoshop, Illustrator, Lightroom, the premium. You get the premium stuff anyway, and it's like, hey, Stuart. I was like, hey, I must be talking to myself. Hey, happy Saturday to you and the missus. So I was just talking about Sean's Create Waves. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna pin this message. Yeah, let me pin that. Okay. So I was just talking about Sean's Create Waves um Adobe challenge. Well, his challenge for the Adobe Creative Cloud. And so subscription for 12 months. I really need to complete sentences. At any rate, so the winner will get 12 months of Creative Cloud. You have until, I think the deadline is April 22nd to enter. And so, hey, Oliver. And so, yeah, so I'm working on, because patterns, I'm working on improving my pattern designing skills. I'm going to do something underwater, you know, in relation to that. And so I get to, handle two things at once. I get to work on a pattern, and I get to also make a contribution. I'm not able to win, because I'm a Adobe community expert. So I'm disqualified. But I just want to support. I just want to support, and I want to encourage other people to also support if they can't, win, or enter to win and be a part of this great community of creatives. Because we really are a great community of creatives. Yes, yes. I am an ace, even though they don't want us to say we're aces. They don't want us to abbreviate it. But yeah, so yeah, and I'm excited. I feel like no, you don't you don't need to salute me. I mean, have you seen my doodles? I don't think I'm salute worthy. But y'all know what? Oh, I have to, okay. So I have to share this because it's something that is so exciting to me. Um, I need to, oh yeah, I need to test out. Um, I'm a fangirl. I'm a fangirl of sometimes the weirdest things or the weirdest people sometimes. But let me tell you, as long as I have, and thanks, Stuart, as long as I've been involved in, you know, oh shoot, be on the right layer. I got sidetracked because I was about to have a fangirl moment. Of something like that. Well, what is? Oh, that's what it is. Okay, convert to pixel. I see. I see why. Okay, that was my bad. Anyway, because I was originally going to load in a picture for reference, but the picture that I wanted to use I didn't have, so I had to take another screenshot, and I just never loaded it. So anyway, um, um, I'm a fangirl of different things, different people, and sometimes it's like weird people and weird things or whatever. And that's okay. I'm cool with that. I'm, it that just is what it is. That's how I am. But as long as I've been involved with like the Behance community, anything Adobe, attending the live streams or whatever, y'all know there's really only one of the evangelists who like really interacts with me, and I get so excited when they interact with me. And that's Paul. That's Paul Tranny. And whenever, I mean, and when I say interact with me, I don't mean responding to my comments on maybe their post or their stories, because I'm so random. I make comments on anybody's stories. Hey, Alexandra. I make comments on anybody's stories, anybody's posts, or whatever. Okay. That's just what it is. Um, but Paul always, like, he actually, I'm not saying we have these deep conversations or even whole conversations. I'm just saying he will respond, and he will, like, he'll comment on my posts sometimes. I mean, not all the time. I mean, that's verifiable. But and it excites me so much. I feel so encouraged. I feel so encouraged. So I just wanted to share a little fangirl moment. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I've never drawn anything under sea, under the ocean. So this is still blank right now. And you know what? I think I'm going to work on the background. I think I'm going to do that. I'll start there because that's less intimidating. And so, um, I'm going to, so what I'm going to be doing is, yeah, Paul, he really does. He's just like this really extroverted, loving life kind of dude. And I like that. I don't have to meet everybody. I don't have to meet all the people, but I like that. I like that he is that way. Um, go to my favorites. So now yesterday I spent time, a lot of time, um, organizing my colors. I don't know if yeah, they look organized. Yeah, cuz it was, yeah. So they're organized. Now you can't see all of the like all of the labels, but like, huh, I think this is random. Okay. Like, well, I don't know. I don't know if they're organized in here. They look sort of organized. They look sort of organized in the way that I organized them, but I labeled and all of that kind of stuff. I did the labels and um and grouped them. I also did my patterns too. I have over 200 patterns. And so, what am I looking for here? Create waves. Okay. So, I also organized my patterns. I have over 200 patterns. And yeah. So, what I want to do now, because I'm making this into a pattern, let me just pick something right quick. Because I'm making this into a pattern, I have to be mindful of Um, okay, I have to be mindful of everything that's on the edge. Yeah, I love making patterns, Stuart. Now, the patterns that I've been making, I've been using Adobe Capture. Well, initially I started making patterns in Procreate, and it's a more tedious method um, to. Well, I guess it just depends, but it's a more involved method to make the patterns, but they look so. I enjoy them anyway. Um, but then when I was introduced to Adobe Capture, I could make patterns in Adobe Capture. Now you can make patterns in Adobe Capture two different ways. Technically, well, two primary ways and multiple sub primary ways. So, but because I'm making a pattern, I have to be mindful of all of this area here. So, this is like you um everything that you have at the top edge, you also want it at the bottom edge. Everything that you have over on the left edge, you also want on the right edge. So, and then the corners, you know, all of that, everything on the edge needs to be the needs to be reflected in a manner of speaking, or mirrored, reflected. It needs to be the same because this way you'll be able to keep a seamless pattern. So, um, I'm gonna switch over to Capture real quick so I can better patterns. So last night I did this. This is a seamless pattern because I wanted to make sure that I was prepared for today. Now, I did this in Adobe Fresco, and this is what you want. You want to be able to do something like this, zoom in and zoom out, and it's seamless. Everything that is on the edge, that blue is smooth. So it's a repeating tile. So this is a tile pattern and it just repeats over and over and over. So that's one. I also did this one last night. Now the cool thing about the vector brushes is if you draw over the edge, then it the whole well, depending on how you bring it over into into Capture, the whole shape that you draw, even if it's over the edge, it still comes over to Fresco, depending on how you do it. So, but yeah, but some patterns like this, keep current selection. Now, this was a pattern that was made using the camera on my iPad, and it I call it's one of my techie um images, but I just used the camera on the iPad to take some random shot. Now, I can't even remember, like, it was probably the keyboard or something, or it could have been, I'm trying to see. Yeah. Oh, oh, this is funny. This is funny. Oh, this is funny. I don't know if y'all can see this, but okay, so this This is, I was in my bed and I was facing this area where I'm sitting now. I have a studio apartment. So I was facing this area where I'm sitting now. And behind me, if I had a camera on, what you would see would be an image of a cow. You would see a cow painting. And so that's what this is. It's a cow painting. It's like just different things in my apartment, and there's a cow painting that's included in this. But this is the fun that you can have with Adobe Capture. So, but this looks just like, oh, this could be um on some tie. It could be a tie. It could be a pattern on someone's, clothing or napkins or curtains or linen or whatever. Um, but yeah, and a lot of these are just like, you know, just really random things. So what makes this happen is when you bring an image, one way that you can do this is you go to create. Now you can either do the pattern builder, which is different from patterns. So let's create a pattern. And I'm going to bring in a picture from the camera roll. These are some mood board pictures. So, all right. I picked a sunset. And so this is a kaleidoscope. What it is like a kaleidoscope effect. You remember when you was a kid, when you were a kid, and you had a kaleidoscope and you would be looking at it and you would see all the crazy images and everything like that. And this is that effect. So you can choose over here on the left side of the screen, you can choose between 5 different options. You can have a regular towel, a regular pattern towel. And this demonstrates perfectly what I was saying about if a pattern is seamless or not. So if I just chose this image just as it is to make this pattern towel a square pattern towel, it's not seamless because you can tell where it begins and you can tell where it ends, and it's very abrupt. There are seams for every single square. But one way around that is choosing another one of the options. Like this would end up being seamless. And it takes like this triangle, like the, this, it's half of a square, it's a part of a square, but it takes like not directly in half. It's like this triangular, what is this? Math is all of these terms like what a isosceles, it's this kind of triangle, whatever it is. And then you have, oh, and it repeats it. It repeats it. It's like it takes part of it, part of this image, and repeats it over, in a radial way. Then you have this diamond shape, and this is equilateral. I can say that much, I think. This is equilateral, I believe. I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm calling it that. And you can see that the image, the pattern itself has a sort of squarish image, squarish effect to it. Then you could take this one, which takes the whole, it takes the whole picture, but it's like it turns it around, on itself so that it's mirrored, and then you get this different kind of effect, which is made from mirroring the the picture, but it's still seamless. And then you have this. Oh, this one is equilateral. Okay, so you have this equilateral um triangle, and it again it's making this image out of what's visible within that triangle. And that's with all of them. So you can refine it. Like, say, for instance, I'll go back here. Um, you can refine it. You would click the check mark, like, oh, this is the style that I want to use. Okay. So you see here on the right hand side, you see that what area is being used to create this pattern. You can move your picture around and it changes how the pattern actually looks. You can shift it, you can rotate it. Again, that creates more change. You can enlarge it, like scale it up and rotate it, and that creates more of a change. So it's like the square, the dark part where the tip of the triangle is touching the tree, that is forming the center. So you know that the center is being repeated. It's being repeated from that way. So it's still radial, but it's going around in quadrants. I think that makes sense. Someone, you know, if it doesn't make sense, ask questions. So, yeah. And then you have, you can do something. That looks tie dye. Doesn't that look tie dye? That looks real tie dye. So, wait a minute. I think I'm gonna keep that. And see, this is why I have so many patterns, because I'm just like, oh, that looks so cool. That looks cool. And so, because it looks cool, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep that. So I'm gonna save it. You save it, and this is how many patterns I've created. Now, the fun thing is, um, capture will, like, if I wanted to make a shape, this is actually like an SVG shape. So this shape, this black and white shape right there, that can be used in fresco. It can be, shouldn't it? Make a whole pattern book. That could be used in fresco, that can be used in Illustrator. And it can also be used in Photoshop. This shape here. It'll pull a color theme for you based on the colors from your image. So like if I wanted to keep this color theme, if I'm like, ooh, those colors, I'm just digging it. You know, I can do that. I can also keep the gradient. It'll pull a gradient. It doesn't always pull all of these things, but it makes suggestions. And there's even another pattern. So I can save this other pattern as well. So I'm going to name this. Oops. I'm going to name it Sunset Tie Dye. Whoops. I can't spell. So dye. Anyway. Whoops. That's what it is. That's what it's okay. That's what it's gonna be. And I'll click save. Click save. And if I go to my libraries again, now if I had saved all of everything like the shapes and the color themes, I would have to I would just need it would save everything in the pattern library where I was saving the original image, which is fine if I was creating a library, like if I wanted to create a collection based on this image, then I want the color swatches, I want the gradients, I want all of that, all of that stuff. Then that's what that would be great. That would be perfect. But because I have a pattern library, so this is the pattern that they suggested. This isn't the one that I chose. This is pattern number 265. So, it's there. It could be used for something. And then you have what I, consider the tie-dye, the sunset tie-dye. That's there. So yeah. So that is the kaleidoscope effect in capture. And all of these, except for this one right here, I don't know how well no, it it's it looks like a merry-go-round. I don't know where I got this image from. I don't know what the image, I don't know how I got it. I don't know, but it was a test pattern and I liked it, so I kept it. Um, and then you have things that end up looking sort of floral, you know, and it works. Um, and some of my patterns end up looking more 3D, based on like the color and the whatever effects or the lighting that I've used when I was creating the original shapes. Like I know this shape was created in whatever I did it in Illustrator because the lines are very clean. So this was done in Illustrator, and I just brought the image in and used the kaleidoscope effect. Oh, this was a pattern for Sarah Mapes. Yeah. Okay, so that was a pattern for Sarah Mapes. And I did brick. I did brick. I made like this futuristic sort of looking brick. That is so cool. That is cool. Like I did stuff I didn't I oh you can't I built out the pattern tile first and then brought it in. So but all of these were done, most of these were done with the kaleidoscope effect. And I like it. So there's that. So and what you would do as a quick demonstration, um I had to take a sip of tea. I'm talking more than I usually talk right at the beginning. Okay, so what you would do is, depending on what you want to do, yeah, that 80s style, that kind of that retro, what's it called? Vaporwave, synthwave, or whatever the kids like to call it. Meanwhile, we're like, oh, that's the 80s. um, so with I'm going to turn this layer off. Now, you can and this is for demonstration purposes. So I am going to make this layer a background. Okay, I'm going to fill this. I'm gonna just make it a vector layer, and then I'm going to do this. Pick some colors with a vector brush. I'm gonna use a vector brush. I'm going to use. Oh, I'll try. Oh, let's be weird. Let's do an outline brush, and we'll do something like that, and we'll even do a secondary color because the outline brushes allow you to have a secondary color, and we'll do this something bright. So let's see how this looks. Let's make it bigger. Yeah, synth wave. All right, let's make it bigger. And it'll be like, I'm gonna turn my smoothing up a little bit. Oops, oops, dot, dot. Yeah. Ooh. Doo, doo. And let me give myself more room. All right. And then let's just change the color. Do like orangey. Orangey. And then, whoops. And then maybe yellow on the inside. And if I want to do I'll do a second layer. There we go. And then, whoops. All right. Yeah, it's you. And then and then let's have like let me change the brush. I do a light outline. And then let's do I'm just being random with these colors. Okay. Then have have green, something real bright. Yeah. Okay, so oh wait, I have another layer. I'm just gonna do 3 layers. Now, Stuart said it's the same hair. So, okay, so we have this, and I'm not going to be extra. I want to be extra because that's what I do. Anyway, but I'm not going to be extra. I just want to demonstrate. So, we have this here. We have three, essentially, we have four layers. I'm going to, okay, we have four layers. Now, I can do this a couple of different ways. I can, my elements are all drawn on, different layers. So I have three layers, well, four technically, if I count the background. I have four different layers of things that I could take over to capture. I'm not going to take the background to capture. I'm going to just take these elements to capture. Okay. And I'm going to do it that I'm going to try it that way, and we'll see how it looks, because it's, you'll see. So I'm gonna go up here to the export, and I'm going to click on publish and export. That's the top one. And then I'm going to click on capture pattern. And as you can see, I have the layers, and they're all SVG layers, because I did it in vector. Um, so I have the SVG layers, and I'm going to click on each one of those. Done. And then, you know, you have, this is what they did. So I can, they have the layers, like there are two smiley faces, there are four stewards. I don't know if the world would be able to handle four stewards. And then they put the sparkly here. And it depends. I didn't even, let me discard the changes, and I'm gonna go back. Whoops. I'm gonna go back. Sorry. Whoops. It's saving. Okay. So I'm gonna go back, and we're just gonna repeat it because it never occurred to me. So I have I'm going to choose Stewart as number one. I'm going to choose the smiley face as number two, and then I'm gonna see if this makes a difference. And then I'm going to choose the because I never even thought about that with this particular way. You can still edit it anyway. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you if I could just complete my thoughts and my sentences. Okay, there we go. So you have that, and I didn't want, the smiley face can be there, it could be wherever. It doesn't matter. So, this is for the sake of demonstration. Now I can click the little thing over here, the adjustments icon, and I can show the grid. I can snap the grid. So no matter, like, if I move any of the elements which capture makes into a layer for each one, you could build an army. If there were four stewards, you could build an army, and then it would be a whole matter of multiplicity, because each steward can create another four stewards. I don't know if the world can handle it. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be too much for the world. Um, so then you can choose the shape. Like, this is a square. Then you have like this vertical hexagon, and this is, whoops, and this is how it would do it. So you can see how the pattern repeats. If you can see that clearly, how the pattern repeats. And then you can do the horizontal hexagon and you'll see how the pattern repeats. So it's like they'll alternate. You can also do the free form. Uh-oh, I crashed it. I crashed it. My bad. My bad. Oops. See? It was too much Stewart. It was too much Stewart for my system. Crashed the system. Hey, Antoine. Welcome to the stream. But that's okay. That's okay, Stuart. We just gonna go back. We have to get the system acclimated to so much Stuart. So much Stuart. So, and I rearranged it this time. So, all right, we have the sparkles, we have the smiley face, and then we have Stuart. And then, we can do freeform. Thank you for not crashing. We can do freeform in any of the shapes, and we can, like, maybe we want the Stuart up there. Maybe we want, what just happened here? Oh, it's unicorn. Hey, welcome Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And so then we have, we can move this around because this is, you know, free form and everything. And we can resize it. We can make it smaller. We can make it bigger. And then, we can move the smiley face around. Do like that. We can bring it over some, and we can move the sparkles around, or whatever. We can do all of those things. And so you can check to see if it's seamless or not, if anything is overlapping, and we have some overlap. Okay, so we have overlap. That's one way of bringing stuff over from fresco and then creating a pattern. Cancel this, discard the changes. Another way would be I'm going to turn on the background and I am going to leave everything right where it is. Like for the previous way, instead of arranging, drawing everything as if I'm drawing one image, I would draw everything on a separate layer, just like in the center of the layer. Oh, sorry, I needed to drink water. Stuart has me doing a lot of talking, y'all. I mean, he has me like I'm in full on talk mode, and I'm 99% parched and all of that. So, what we'll do, and this is probably maybe a preferred way for some people. Like some people may prefer to draw each element, like every element would be really on a separate layer. Like, so for instance, this, oops, let me So, oh, no, no, stop. Okay. So, for instance, this here could be on one layer and it would be in the middle. These could either be on separate layers and they would be in the middle. That way you can more easily arrange the the layers once you get into fresco. You can do 4, 5. There may I mean fresco, capture. You do 4 or 5. I'm not going to say that you can do a whole lot because it will crash. It will crash. I'm just letting you know. And I think there's a limit. I don't know what the limit is, but I think there's a limit. And then the smiley face would also be on a separate layer. So, that's what you would do. And then you can arrange them once you get in capture. But maybe an easier way would be to take these, and I'm holding down the modifier button, and then I'm just going to grab them and I'm going to put them in there as one group. It's just one group. So I'm putting them in as one group, and then I am going to go over to publish and export, capture pattern, and you see it's already arranged. It's already a layer and it's a PNG. Click that, done. And then I get in, you know, and you can still choose the size, the shape. Like maybe this is what you want, that vertical hexagon, um, or maybe you want the horizontal hexagon. So, and then you can just make it bigger, something like that. Just know that depending on, there's going to be overlap if you choose one of these. So you would have to design accordingly, and you would have to size accordingly as well. So let's stick with the square because it's very easy to just do a, a towel and then just bump it out like that. So you can see, like, when it's dim or darker, but when it's dim, you can see when a lot better when there's overlap. So, and if you can see when there's not enough, you know, coming together, and then you have the white lines, you have that seam, and that's not what you want unless that's what you want. I mean, you may be feeling artistic or whatever, and you may decide like, hey, uh yeah, I want them white lines. I want that space for something. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to do, I suppose. Like, you could end up bringing it into something and deciding like, yeah, I'm going to mm, draw something extra in that space or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not psychic, but don't trip over, all of that. So then I click save. I'm a steward one. Because who knows? I might do another steward pattern. I don't know. So I save it, and look, ta-da, it's in my patterns. And now we have Stuart all over the place with his smiling face and sparkles, because we all know that Stuart sparkles, but he's not a vampire. That was a Twilight reference. I did not like Twilight, but it's still a Twilight reference, just the same. Because I'm no quitter, I watched all of them. I endured till the end. Anyway, so, and then, you know, yeah, sparkle, baby, sparkle. There you go. So now you have a bunch of Stuart towels, in a square. And like, you can take this and uh, do some stuff, whatever. If you want to fill in some of the extra space, you can always fill in the extra space. Yeah, that's right. So this started out, the stream started out as I was going to do a work on a pattern. Um, but I was going to do a pattern based on Sean's Create Waves challenge. And then I got sidetracked. That was the intention of the stream, so that I could work on a pattern, but I can also make a contribution to Create Waves. That's why your Discord server is pinned to the chat, Sean. If anybody clicked on that thinking that I have a Discord, you're mistaken. I do not have a Discord server at this time. I deleted it like 2 years ago or something like that. So yeah, this is um this is for the culture. This is for the team. So, and you don't have to use the vector brushes. You can use the regular pixel brushes as well. Um, it doesn't have to be vector, but you still want to be mindful of the your edges. Like the center can be whatever you want it to be. But as soon as something touches an edge or goes over an edge, you have to be mindful of that. That's all I'm saying. You have to be mindful. All right. Whew. Whew. I've been talking for an hour. Whew. I don't usually talk this much. It's Stuart's fault. So, all right. So I wonder how I want to do this. I think I'm going to clear. I'm going to start out with the background. And one way to that you can ensure that the edges are the same that they do what they're supposed to do is turn on symmetry. Now, this matters, and use quadrant because you want the same thing across the top. Whatever is on the top edge, you want it on the bottom edge. Whatever is on the left edge, you want it on the right edge. And so I'm going to do sort of a vignette effect. Let's see. I need to pick a different brush. I'm going to go with. Ooh. I'll try the soft air. And I might make the edges a little bit darker. I'm using a reference picture, but not by not something I want to stick to. Just want something to be helpful. And it may be helpful to draw a little oval thing. Oh, you know what? I think I'll do that. Let me turn this off. Let me draw an oval. And this is this will be an exercise in uh minimalistic layers. Let's feel this. All right. So this is the oval. This is let me I can stretch it out a bit. This will be my primary area. I'll just use this as my primary area. And if I want to, maybe this was going to be like an exercise in minimalistic layering. Um, and then it just changed into something else. Who knows? Who knows? There was a inker brush. Oh, it was. Oh, it was a brush that I used last night, and I was like, I don't like this. It's all gritty. I don't know if it was. I would. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna do. Okay, I am gonna do this. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna see what brush I used. Oh, blockhead brush. Okay, and it is one of my favorites. Okay, okay. It's a blockhead brush. Yay. So I'm going with the blockhead if I can find it in my sea of favorites. And I called myself like not too long ago cleaning up my favorites. Here we go. And we see how that went. So, all right. Um, I probably should make this darker. And you see, this is what happens. Like just bear with me. Just bear with me. All right. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let us begin. Or something like that. I'm just gonna be real random and like say it's like a little rock thing. You can't. We're just gonna go with it. This is my primary area again, my focal point, and have little. So I'm not doing all the colors and stuff right now. I'm just sort of blocking in how I want to do things. So I hope everyone's doing well on this fine Saturday. Ooh, maybe there's a. Oh, I just thought about that. Maybe there's a giant clam. I'll reference a clam at some point. I'll find a clam to reference so that I can have a better, depiction of a clam. All right. And maybe, you know what? Maybe the clam's mouth, the clam is like really open, really, really open. All right. Let's open up the clam. Whoops. This will be easier. All right. So let's open up the clam. Actually, okay. Uh, um, that clam looked like it needs some dental work. And then there's pearl. On the pearl, there's pearl. All right. So we got one pearl, some vegetation, some like little seaweed stuffs, like that. And then maybe, oh, I mean, what's an underwater scene if there's no treasure? Like, is it really the ocean if there's no treasure chest? Like, really? All right. So then let's have some ancient pirate booty. We have some ancient pirate booty. All right. I don't really know how to draw a treasure chest. Just bear with me. This is concept. This is concept. But, again, I'll be using references. Enjoy the service, Antoine. Pray for us. And I mean that seriously. Like, pray for us. Well, you can pray for me. I don't know about the other people, but you can always pray for me. Yeah. So okay. And then we got gold, some doubloons and stuff in here. It's concept pirate booty. I'm gonna put on here pirate booty. Okay. And then we have some fish, some fishies. Well, yes. I mean, what's a fish without some eyes? Is there a fish that has no eyes? Hmm. Why is that so big? Okay. Yeah, maybe there's a bigger fish. Maybe it's an, well, it wouldn't be an anglerfish. I'll put the anglerfish down here. All right. All right. So I'll put a anglerfish. I'll put the anglerfish like the head of the anglerfish because the anglerfish is like, what's going on here? And anglerfish got, really crazy looking teeth. This is an anglerfish. Let me put the little light on the head. Let me give him an eye. Okay. It looks like a bug, sort of, with an antenna, but it works. It works. Concept. It's the concept. No, I said teeth. I didn't see the sea toad, Sean. I have to go back through your stream for Thursday. Did you do that on Thursday? Because I think I came in like you were about to wrap up. Oh, the sea toad has feet. Oh, I gotta see that. I gotta see it. Okay. So, and then I want to have a mermaid. I'm so glad I'm not on camera right now because, like, my tongue, I'm having one of them special moments of like drawing. Tongue is out. I'm looking crazy. All right. So, mermaid. Okay. I probably should have started from the top. Let's just draw like an arm. Oh, this makes me wish that I had done uh, Wade's thematic study of hands. Okay. We just getting the concept down. Mm, okay, she got boobs. Okay. I mean, it's she got like a little tank top thing. Or whatever. Okay. She's not meant to be that busty. Oh, she's not. Okay. Anyway. All right. She got the little tank top thing, the little bikini thing, top, or whatever. She got another shoulder and another arm, another hand. That's that's supposed to be the pinky. All right. All right. She's sort of floating. All right. Then she got shoulders and a neck. Don't ask me why I started from the bottom and worked my way up. Hey, Mafu, housekeeping. Okay, so, and then she has a head, which is entirely too big. Okay, so she has a head. Oh gosh. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put some hair on her. Oh, it's like, oh, okay. Let's make a little neck, a little dainty neck. And okay, don't worry, don't worry. This is just a rough sketch. Oh, welcome, my food. Okay, she'll have, like flowing hair because she's in the water. And, hair usually flows. Unless, if she had really uh short hair, maybe she was bald headed. I mean, who am I to judge? Like her style, put a little belly button on her. Have a good one, Sean. You're welcome. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. Yeah, so like who am I to judge um that if she wants to have short cropped hair? I can't judge that. But I wanted a mermaid. I'll work on her her build at some point. Okay. And then maybe, you know, she has that could be like a little seahorse. I forgot how seahorses are shaped. This, they got the belly. They kind of like those kind of like that. I know this is a seahorse. Okay? I know this is a seahorse. Couple of seahorses. Two. It looks a bit birdish, but I know. I know what it is. Okay, it's a seahorse. Mhm. Okay, and so we got, uh, and then maybe in the background, way, way off in the distance, there's, oh, let's put a little starfish here. Oh, oh, we can't forget jellyfish. But let's not forget this. We do a starfish. Add a little starfish. I want to do starfish. Have like starfish companions. Like, oh, let's do a baby starfish. That's the starfish mama, and then we have the little baby starfish. I mean, they didn't start out big. All right. So we got a little starfish, got the mama, and then we got the baby. Then we need a little jellyfish. I don't really know how many tentacles jellyfish have. This is what it's gonna be. I'll find well, that looks sort of octopushes, whatever. Oh, hey, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we have Mafu and we have Mafu's friend, Gary. Welcome. I saw you were playing. Oh, thank you, Mafu. Welcome, viewers. I'm Bliss. I don't know if anyone's new here. Um, I'm Bliss, and I am a displaced streamer from Behance, and what I'm working on is a pattern tile for. I'm gonna create a pattern. I'm just doing all the blocking, and I am gonna. This will be a tile, and it's to do with the pinned post, which is for Sean Kozel, and he's doing Create Waves 2025, and it's a contest to uh, possibly win. Well, one person will win a 12-month subscription of Adobe Creative Cloud, which you'll get Photoshop, Illustrator, and other premium um, things that you can use in your creative journey. I'm using Adobe Fresco. Adobe Fresco can work in conjunction with Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop and other like I'm creating this pattern tile and I'm going to take it into Adobe Capture, and I demonstrated Adobe Capture earlier. If anyone wants me to demonstrate it again, just let me know. I'll be happy to go back through it again. But so yeah. Mm. My jellyfish looks more like an octopus, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I just want to get the blocking down. And maybe there's another little jellyfish over here, you know. Mm. You would think I would know how to draw a jellyfish as much as I have watched SpongeBob SquarePants, but alas, I do not. So there's that. All right. So yeah, these are some jellyfish. There's a mermaid, there's a seahorse, and a few little fishies. Ooh. Let me and give some shout outs. Whoops. Mm. So Mindful Streams. So Mindful Streams, and then I can't give like shout outs like back to back. Mindful Streams, Umacorn Streams, Sean Kozel Streams, Higari Streams, um, uh, Alexandra Streams, but Alexandra Streams um, under Helpful Doodles. Penny Doodles, I don't know if Penny is here. I don't think Penny is here. But Penny Doodles, she doodles. She streams. Um, so they're streamers. You're welcome, my food. So yeah, and this is my basic blocking, and then oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, look, I have 30. I have 30 people. Oh, oh, thank you. My notifications are so loud. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, yeah. So, and then I want to have like this area, like I want this to be a little bit light, light rays coming through the water, kind of like that. I don't know how this is going to work out as a pattern, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. And so this way, and I drew this oval, I drew everything inside the oval so that I can know the area, like roughly the area that I could work with, and where I'll have to do my repeat stuff. So, like, say for instance, now if I go in and I turn on symmetry, and I am on the right layer, and I would like to do, oh yeah, then I need to have like little bubbles and stuff. Oh, that would be cool. Okay. So if I do, I have symmetry turned on, and I'm going to switch brushes. There's actually a bubble brush. Oh no, it doesn't do bubbles. It does pop bubbles. Where's my buttery inker? There we go. So if I do something like that, because I have the quads turned on, but I don't really want that for, oh yeah, you know what? I can do that. I can have like little bubbles or something. No, I don't want that effect. I don't want that. So I'm going to do, oops, I'm going to do, let's see how the rotational looks. Or I could have like some little seaweed or something. Just something to sort of decorate the outside of my oval. I haven't decided on that yet. And if I want even, more like, oh, this is random, and I can change which symmetry tool I use so I can get more, so I can look, more random or something like that. Oh, you know what would be really cute? Having maybe some type of little fishies swimming around um, the oval and some. I'm being extra, but it's okay. Some fishies, something. But I'm just looking at bubbles right now. So the only thing like with this, so you see that right there, and this on the bottom, I need to have this mirrored because it's right here on the edge. I need to have, excuse me, I need to have that mirrored on the bottom and I need to have this mirrored on the top. And this is not what I want because that's too uniform. That's too, it's too, it's not what I want. Okay, so, all right. So, oh, is it 2 o'clock? It's let me see if Alexandra is streaming right now. Okay, Alessandra is not streaming currently right now. Um, and my time is up. Um, well, my time is up because I have more ideation that I need to do, that I want to do for this, but um I have an idea of where I want to go as far as the primary image is concerned. Let me turn the symmetry off. As far as the primary image is concerned, and I can you know, go from there and start filling in the image and everything. And yeah, that will work. And start getting it together and using my reference pictures so that things don't look completely crazy when I am, you know, finally done. And yeah. So I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me today. And I want to thank Stuart for being here and letting me demonstrate Adobe Capture and how to make patterns in Adobe Capture. Thanks, Oliver, our community mod. We appreciate you so much because you are our community mod and our community tech support. And thanks Umacorn and Mafu for the raid. And thanks everyone. Lurkers are always welcome here. So thanks everyone for lurking. And let's see. I see that um Alexandra is not streaming right now, but someone else I know is streaming. Now we have someone that's playing a game and we have someone who's doing some art. Do y'all want a game or y'all want to do some art? I don't mind. We can either one. I don't know oh, Rain World. I don't know anything about Rain World. Oh, I'm gonna take it your name is Rectify and you're free from chat jail. Welcome, Rectify. Welcome to the stream and thank you for joining. If you have any questions, um, and then did I say it right? Is Rectify? Um, so okay. So yeah, thank you for joining and thank you for following also. And I'm here usually Saturdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And I haven't added another stream at this point. But usually what I do is I work in Adobe Fresco. Not that I'm opposed to working in other applications, but Adobe Fresco is like when it comes to Adobe things, and drawing apps and stuff like that, that's where I first really cut my teeth. Well, actually, it was Adobe Sketch, or yeah, and so then it was Adobe Fresco, and that's how I got into um, different drawing apps and stuff. So it was a gateway drug into Adobe, and but I have no issue with Procreate. I have no issue with like Krita. I have no issue with GIMP. Actually, I started out with GIMP and Inkscape as digital tools, learning those things, and they were free. Free 99 is always cool. And yeah, so let me know if y'all want to go to an art stream or a game stream. I am happy to raid either one. Um, and uh, yeah, art or gaming. It's the dealer's choice. Well, it's not the dealer's choice. I'm the dealer. I'm the dealer in this case. So it's the player's choice. But I can just choose something. I'll just choose something. So I'm going to just choose. And yeah, raid. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Raid. Think I got it. Okay. And I think for those who are sticking around, I think that you'll like this person's their technique, their special technique, and their ability. So yeah, I think I did this right. Again, thanks everyone for joining and supporting. I appreciate each and every one of you all to the utmost. Hopefully, I'll see y'all back next weekend. All right, here we go. All right. It worked. It worked. And okay, oh, I need to, we're going to raid now. And I'll end the stream. Oh, wait.